YouTube channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful time. It's coming up to Christmas and it's all very exciting. So I have for you today a swatching video. We're going to go through the Aqua Mini Sennelier watercolour set. So I actually showed you guys this in my haul that I did last week, and now I'm going to do a little swatch video. It does come with a little paint brush, but I'm not sure that I'm going to use it. No, I'm not going to use it. It's very tiny. I mean, I don't suppose if you can even see that. It's so small, but it is useful if you were going to go away and you literally could not take anything else and you could only take like this kind of size, then it's very useful to have. However, general painting, I'm not sure how much use this will be. It is rather small. So let's give this a go. We're going to do a swatch. What I will do is I will put you guys down onto a downward facing angle so that you can see the swatches, and we'll go through it and I'll say what I like about them and what I don't like about them, and whether or not I think they are worth the money. There are 8 colours in this pan. We have primary yellow, French vermilion, Cinereous blue, French ultramarine blue, phthalo green light, sap green, burnt umber and Payne's grey. So I have these 2 other pans that I've shown you in another swatching video. I've got rid of the packaging now because I'm a fool. I will swatch them at the same time and I will find out what the names of them are. They do have the codes for the paint on there. They don't have the pigment codes, but they have the sort of model codes for Sennelier. So I will swatch these at the same time so you can see how they compare with this little mini tin as well, and see if the quality has changed at all. I don't think it will, but it's worth having a look. I will mention with Sennelier that they do contain honey, so if you are vegan or if you don't want to use products that contain honey, then these are not the brand for you, so it's probably not the video for you either. But if you like seeing paint swatches, then please stick with it, watch the video and let's get on into it. So we're going to start off with the primary yellow. As you can see, it's a really nice, vibrant yellow. And the next colour that we have to swatch is French vermilion. So this is a real sort of red orange pigment. This is really quite bright. I'm not sure for me how much use I would get out of this colour, although it's probably quite good for mixing. I'm trying to slow down a bit when doing these swatches and really enjoy the paints as I'm using them. This brush is not my favourite. This is a relatively cheap brush, but I wanted to use one with a flat tip to it, as unfortunately I don't have any of my favourite prestige brushes with a flat tip. Dilute this colour down further. Again, it's a really nice smooth colour. So we now got Cinereous blue. This is a really bright, vibrant blue. And then got French ultramarine blue. This is probably one of my more favourite colours in this palette. as I've said in a previous video, I'm still relatively new with using watercolours, and you can see here I have perhaps added too much water to lighten it down the bottom there, but that's okay because we're learning. The next one we have is Phthalo Green Light. This looks like it's a really vibrant, bright acid green almost when I add the water to the pan. You can see that is a really vibrant colour. I quite like it, but again, I'm not sure how much use that I would get out of that, because I don't really do any kind of botanical type painting or even landscapes as much with these kind of bright colours. I tend to favour more muted colours, but it will be a challenge, and I always like a challenge. So we've now got Sap Green. Sap Green is probably one of my favourite greens. This one's okay. Yeah, this is alright. This is a decent one. We now have Burnt Umber. Now, I am normally quite a fan of burnt umber, so let's have a look at this. Oh. Okay. So this, I actually think is a little bit sort of a very insipid colour, if I'm honest, if you know what I mean. Like, where's the vibrancy? It's really dull, and I've layered up the brush with quite a lot of paint from the pan to get that top dark colour. I'm not a fan of this burnt umber. I'm sure it'll have its place, and again, I think this is a great pan for travelling. Like, if you can't take anything else and you're stuck, but you want to have something just in case, then I think this is a great pan or set to take with you, because it's so tiny and it can fit anywhere. But I'm not sure how much use I'll get out of that particular colour. We've then got Payne's Grey. Payne's Grey is probably one of my favourite colours. I think it's stunning, so let's have a look at this one. I have it in a couple of brands now. I think I've got it in Schminker. Yeah, I've got it in Schminker and Winsor & Newton, and also White Nights. I love it every single time. I really love it, and this one is shaping up to be delicious. That is beautiful. Okay, so those are the 4 colours, or sorry, those are the 8 colours from the Aqua mini set. So lots of lovely colours in there. This one I'm not a fan of. The burnt umber just falls flat, I think, but the Payne's Grey I really like. Sennelier's Blue I think is really interesting. That yellow is just so gorgeous and so smooth, and then this Sap Green is quite nice as well. So let's have a look at the other 2 that I bought separately. So these are 2 pans that you guys have, if you've watched my other swatching video, you have already seen me use these. So this is the greenish umber one that we're going to use first. So I'm going to zoom you in, and we're going to have a look here. So let's look at greenish umber. Now in the pan it looks almost black, but actually, oh, so yummy. So this is the depth of colour that I was expecting from the burnt umber. that burnt umber just really does fall flat. I love greenish umber. I think it's beautiful. It's like this perfect like grey green colour. It's just gorgeous. And then we've got magenta permanent. So it looks like a beautiful, gorgeous pinky purple colour. So let's swatch this. Now these ones, I will say, these ones in these pans I have separately, I don't know why, but they feel, compared to some of the paints, these just feel a bit juicier. Does that make sense? I don't know how else to kind of explain it, but these just feel like yummy, whereas in the mini pan, I don't know, they felt a bit drier. Just watched a couple of episodes of Witcher, or The Witcher, and all I have in my head right now is toss a coin to your Witcher, oh valley of plenty. It's ridiculous, it's so annoying. Okay, so that's the magenta permanent. Again, love that. Beautiful, beautiful colour, really smooth watercolour as well. I just think it's absolutely stunning. So let's zoom out so you can see the full lot. So these are all of the Sennelier colours that I have. I'm actually pretty happy with this. I know that some people don't rate it that much, but I actually really like this, considering I got it for 15 quid and I got 8 Sennelier paints. I mean, I think that's really great. Payne's Grey is my favourite, and it always will be. Sap Green's really lovely. And as I've said already, I do really like all these colours, and I think they will be great for mixing. So I'll have a try and paint something with these and see what we can come up with. I think it'd be really interesting. And these two extra colours from Sennelier as well, they're so beautiful. I just think they're absolutely stunning. I've put the pigment numbers on here so you can compare to any paints that you might have at home and see how the colours compare. Okay then guys, I really hope that was useful for you, and I hope you enjoyed that. I know it's just a short little video, but I think it's really nice to swatch these out, and of course that you've seen the pigment numbers as well, so you can compare them to other brands that you might have, so you can see whether or not it's worth buying them. I'm looking forward to creating some actual pieces with this little set, and I think it'll be really nice to challenge myself to use a slightly more limited palette as well, and to really see what I can come up with, and it might help me to be a little bit more free when painting with watercolours as well, which is something that I'm trying to focus on for next year, is to just be that little bit more free with my painting. So yeah, really enjoyed these. If you enjoyed this video and you liked this little set, I will link it down below for you if you want to grab that. It should, I think I have seen it still for about £16 in several places, so it might make a nice gift for someone. Obviously it's a bit late now for Christmas, but it is a great little set for someone who's just maybe starting out or wants to branch out into slightly more expensive watercolours. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would absolutely love to have you come and join me on this sort of journey to becoming a successful artist. I think we have like a really nice community here. Everyone is really lovely in the comments and just sort of getting on with each other. I just think it's fantastic and I love that. Yeah, if I don't see you beforehand, have a wonderful Christmas and I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye.